let us start our new topic, trigonometry of class 10. Before going to the topic, we have to know that why we are learning the topic. Let us know about trigonometry by some examples. If a child goes to a playground and if first he observes a sliding bar, we can see that the sliding bar makes a certain angle towards earth. Or if I was standing on a tower, that is if I was standing on a lighthouse and a boat is arriving towards tower, I want to know the distance, or I want to know at what angle I was observing towards the boat, or I want to know the distance between boat and the tower. These all can be found by some mathematical techniques. Those mathematical techniques comes under trigonometry. So in trigonometry we can find the height, slope or distance between any two objects. So trigonometry is derived from the Greek word trigno plus metrin. Trigno is nothing but triangle. Trigno is triangle and metrin is nothing but a measure. Metrin is measure. Trigonometry is derived from the Greek word trigno and metrin. Trigno is nothing but a triangle and metrin is measure. And triangle is again divided into two parts, tri plus angle plus measure. That means we can observe that a tri is 3 angles and measure. That means we are measuring 3 angles of a triangle. So in trigonometry we can find the three angles or 3 measurements of a triangle. So to find the slope or height or distance between any objects, we use some techniques. Those all come under trigonometry. Trigonometry is derived from the Greek word trigno and metrin. Trigno is nothing but a triangle and metrin is nothing but a measure. Triangle is again divided into tri plus angle. That means we are measuring the 3 angles of a triangle. In trigonometry we have to consider a right angled triangle. Let us know about that. Let us consider a right angled triangle. Now let me name the right angled triangle as A, B, C. Now if you had observed that in a right angled triangle one of the angle is 90 degrees. At B the angle is 90 degrees. If you had observed, we know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. And in the right angle triangle, we know that one of the angle is 90 degrees. The other 2 angles must be acute angles, that is less than 90 degrees, because the sum of the angles must be 180 degrees. If one of the angle is more than 90 degrees or equal to 90 degrees, then the sum of the angles does not equal to 180 degrees and the triangle cannot be formed. So the other 2 are acute angles. Basing on the acute angles, let us name the sides of a triangle, that is right angled triangle. Let us name the sides of a right angled triangle basing on the acute angle. So if I had taken the acute angle at C, let us take the acute angle at C. So whenever I had taken the acute angle at C, I can name the sides of a triangle. Let us see that. Now the longest side in a right angled triangle is called as hypotenuse, or the line opposite to 90 degrees, that is right angle, is called as hypotenuse. Wherever I had considered the acute angle, comparing to that, the side opposite to it is called as opposite side and the side adjacent to it is called as adjacent side. Basing on the acute angle, we can observe that the longest side in a right angle triangle is called as hypotenuse, or the side opposite to 90 degrees is called as hypotenuse, and basing on the acute angle we can see that the side opposite to it is called as opposite side and the side adjacent to it is called adjacent side. If you had observed here, AC is also adjacent side to acute angle and BC is also adjacent to acute angle, but we have mentioned that the side opposite to 90 degrees is called as a hypotenuse, so BC will be the adjacent side. Now if I had taken the adjacent angle at acute angle at A, if I had taken the acute angle at A, then the adjacent and opposite sides changes, because the side opposite to acute angle is BC. So this becomes opposite side, and the side adjacent to acute angle is AB. So this becomes adjacent side. So by basing the acute angle, we have to name the sides of a triangle. So by taking the adjacent sides, we can observe that the adjacent and opposite sides changes. Now let us know some trigonometric ratios. By using our right angled triangle and by considering a right angle triangle and basing on the acute angle, we can name the trigonometric ratios. Now this is a right angle triangle and right angle is at B. And now let us consider the acute angle at C. By seeing the acute angle, we can mention the trigonometric ratios. There are 6 trigonometric ratios here, that is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta. There are 6 trigonometric ratios in a trigonometry. Basing on the acute angle, we can define the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now I had considered the right angle at B and the acute angle at C. Now let us first name the sides of a triangle. Now the side opposite to 90 degrees I had said you as hypotenuse, and basing at the acute angle, the side opposite to it is called as opposite side and the side adjacent to it is called as adjacent side. So now let us see that the first trigonometric ratio, that is sin theta. Sin theta is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Now the opposite side is AB, because I had considered the acute angle at C. If I had considered the acute angle at A, then the opposite side changes, that is BC will be the opposite side. So AB by AC. And cos theta is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side here? BC is the adjacent side and the hypotenuse side is AC. Now the tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. What we have got the sin theta? AB by AC into, now the reciprocal of cos theta. Cos theta is AC by BC. So reciprocal that, because I have taken the multiplication here, I have to reciprocal the value. So AC by BC. Now if you had observed, both AC and AC will be cancelled. So AB by BC. What is AB here? AB is nothing but opposite side and BC is nothing but adjacent side. So tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. So sin theta is opposite side by adjacent side, opposite side by hypotenuse, and cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. Now we got the first 3 trigonometric ratios. By basing these 3 trigonometric ratios, we can find the cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta just by reversing the values of sin, cos and tan theta. First we have to know the sin, cos and tan theta values so that we can find the other 3 trigonometric ratios. Those are cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta just by reversing the 3 trigonometric ratios. That is, cot theta is nothing but 1 by tan theta. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta. 1 by tan theta is nothing but opposite by adjacent. Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. So tan theta is 1 by opposite by adjacent. So just reverse the value, that is adjacent by opposite. So cot theta is reverse of tan theta, that is 1 by opposite by adjacent, and secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. We have to reciprocal the values of sin, cos, tan. So 1 by cos theta. Cos theta is what we had got, adjacent by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse and by adjacent is nothing but AC by BC. And cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sin theta. 1 by sin theta is reverse of sin theta. That is hypotenuse by opposite. Hypotenuse by opposite. Hypotenuse is AC by AB. Just we got cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta by just reversing the values of sin, cos and tan theta values. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios we are having in a trigonometry. Those are sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta. Sin theta is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. How we got this? By just assuming the acute angle of a right angle triangle. If I had taken the acute angle at A, the opposite side will be BC and the adjacent side will be AB. So in the question it will be represented where we have to consider the acute angle. If not, we have to consider the acute angle. Basing on the acute angle only, we have to mention the 6 trigonometric ratios. So sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse and cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse and tan theta is nothing but the sin theta by cos theta, that is opposite by adjacent. Just by reversing these 3 we got cot theta, secant theta and cosecant theta. Just reversing the tan, cos and sin, we got cot, secant and cosecant. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta, that is 1 by tan theta is nothing but adjacent by opposite, and secant theta is just opposite to cos theta, that is hypotenuse by adjacent, and sin theta is hypotenuse by opposite. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now let us go to some example. Let us find through problem by some trigonometric ratios. See the first question, example 1. In tan A, if tan A is 3 by 4, tan A is given as 3 by 4 and we have to find the other trigonometric ratios. The acute angle is considered here as A. I said you already, in the question itself it will be given the angle, acute angle. If not, we have to mention. In the question itself it is given or it is considered as the acute angle at A. So let us first consider a right angle triangle. So whenever we are saying something in a trigonometric ratios, first we have to consider a right angle triangle. So let us take a right angle triangle. So it is given that tan A is 3 by 4. Before mentioning those, first we have to consider the acute angle. Acute angle is given at A. Now let us name the triangle. Now let us take A, B, C. Here the right angle is considered at B because it is here. So it is 90 degrees and it is mentioned that the acute angle is at A. So the acute angle is considered at A. So basing on the acute angle, we can name the sides of the triangle by before, as I said before. So the acute angle is here. So the side opposite to it is opposite side and the side adjacent to it is adjacent side. And the side opposite to 90 degrees or the longest side is called as hypotenuse. Now we mentioned the sides of a triangle. Now let us see that tan theta is given as 3 by 4. What we mean by tan theta? I said you that tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. So what is given? Tan A. In the place of theta it is given that acute angle is given at A. So tan A is nothing but 3 by 4 given. So 3 is at opposite side and 4 is at adjacent side. So 3 is opposite side. That means here it is 3. And the adjacent side is 4. So here it is 4. Already we got the two sides of a triangle. Now we have to know the other side. So for knowing the hypotenuse, we had a formula that before in the previous classes we can learn that is by Pythagoras theorem we can say that hypotenuse square is nothing but opposite square plus adjacent square. Hypotenuse square is nothing but opposite square plus adjacent square. This is called as a Pythagoras theorem. Before classes we can learn that we can derive the Pythagoras theorem. So to find the third side, that is hypotenuse, we are using the Pythagoras theorem. So I want to first find the hypotenuse so that I can find the remaining trigonometric ratios. How many trigonometric ratios we are having? 6 trigonometric ratios. Those 6 trigonometric ratios can be known by just knowing one of the trigonometric ratio. So hypotenuse square is nothing but opposite square plus adjacent square. This theorem is called as Pythagoras theorem. So opposite is given as 3. So 3 square plus adjacent side is given as 4. 4 square. So 3 square is nothing but 9 and 4 square is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. This is hypotenuse square. But I want only the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is equal to, if I remove the square here, the other side root. So root of 25. I can write 25 as 5 square. So square and root will be cancelled. So the value is 5. So the hypotenuse side we got it as 5. So we got the 3 sides of a triangle. By you just knowing the 2 sides, I had found the third side just by using the formula of Pythagoras. That is hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite, we got it as 3 and adjacent is given as 4. So 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. 16 plus 9 is just 25. That is hypotenuse square value. Just I want the hypotenuse value because hypotenuse here. So hypotenuse is, if I remove the square here, the root comes here. So root of 25. 25 can be written as 5 square. So square and root will be cancelled, that is 5. We got the other side. Now what we have to do? We have to find the other trigonometric ratios. How many trigonometric ratios we are having? Total 6 trigonometric ratios. In that, one of the trigonometric ratio is given as tan A here. So let us find other trigonometric ratios, that is sin theta. First one is sin theta. Sin theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. What is the opposite value here? 3. And hypotenuse value is 5. See, just by knowing one of the trigonometric ratio, we had founded the other side, and by using that we are finding the other trigonometric ratios. Next one is cos theta. Cos theta is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. What is adjacent here? 4 and the hypotenuse is 5. Next, tan theta. Already in the question it is given that tan theta is 3 by 4. So now these all are considering theta as A. So tan A, cos A, sin A, we can say that. So opposite by adjacent. Those values already given, 3 by 4. Next one, cot theta. What we mean by cot A, acute angle is considered here as A. So cot A, just the reciprocal of tan A. Reverse the value, that is 4 by 3. Next, secant A. Secant A is reciprocal of cos A, that is 4 by 5. So reverse, 5 by 4. And cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is nothing but acute angle. So acute angle we have considered A. So cosecant A is nothing but reciprocal of sin A. So 5 by 3. So by knowing one of the trigonometric ratio, we had founded the other trigonometric ratios. Those are sin, cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant. Let us take one more example. Now let us see the another problem. Consider a triangle PQR and right angle is at R, in which PQ length and QR length are given, and the acute angle here we have to consider at Q. Now by taking the measurements, first we have to find cos square theta plus sin square theta, and next we have to find cos square theta minus sin square theta. So for this we have to consider a right angle triangle. Let us consider a right angle triangle. What the triangle we have to consider? PQR, and the right angle is given at R. So R should be here. This is right angle triangle, and PQ length and QR length is given. So I have to take the other two sides as P and Q. If I had taken P, Q, R, right angle is mentioned at R, it is given, and the acute angle should be taken at Q. So this is acute angle. So first let us name the sides of a triangle. The side opposite to it is called as a hypotenuse. The side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse, and the side opposite to adjacent side is called as opposite side, and the side adjacent to acute angle is called as adjacent side. side opposite to right angle it is called as hypotenuse, or the longest side in a right angle triangle is called as a hypotenuse. By considering the acute angle we have to, in the question itself it is given that at Q. So the side opposite to it is called as opposite side, and the side adjacent to it is called as adjacent side. So from the question the length of two sides are given, that is PQ length is given, PQ that is hypotenuse length is given as 29 units, and QR length is given as 21 units. So I know the two sides of a triangle, so I have to find the third side, that is opposite side I have to find. So for that, before problem also we had considered that by Pythagoras theorem we had founded the third problem, third side. So by similar condition let us find the third side first, that is Pythagoras theorem is nothing but hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So hypotenuse square is given as 29 units. Hypotenuse is given as 29 units square plus opposite what we have to find plus adjacent side is given as 21 units. 29 square is nothing but 841 is equal to opposite square plus 21 square we know that 441. So I have to find the opposite value, so take the 441 to the other side, it is plus here, so other side it becomes minus. 841 minus 441 is equal to opposite square. So 841 minus 441 is nothing but 400 is equal to opposite square. If I remove the square here, the root comes to the other side, so root of 400 is equal to opposite. Root of 400 can be written as 20 square. So under root, square and root will be cancelled. So we got the opposite side as 20 units. So the opposite side is 20 units. Just by knowing the two sides we had founded the third side, that is opposite side, by using the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. We got the value of opposite side as 20 units. Now let us find the first condition, that is cos square theta plus sin square theta. Now consider the condition, that is cos square theta plus sin square theta. We know that cos square theta is adjacent by hypotenuse square plus sin square theta is opposite by hypotenuse square. Adjacent value we know that as 21 and hypotenuse value as 29 plus opposite value is 20 and hypotenuse is 29. Both are squares. So 21 square is nothing but 441 by 841 plus 420 square is nothing but 400 by 841. So bases are equal, then your denominator values are equal. So the value of both is LCM of 841 is 841. So add the numerator values, 441 plus 400. That is 441 plus 400 is nothing but 841 by 841. That is nothing but 1. So we got the value of cos square theta plus sin square theta as 1. Because cos square theta value is adjacent by hypotenuse square and sin value is opposite by hypotenuse square. Adjacent value we know that as 21 and hypotenuse as 29. So both square, and opposite value is 20, just where we founded by Pythagoras theorem, and hypotenuse value is given as 29 units. 21 square is nothing but 441 and 20 square is 400. 29 square is 841 we had written. Since the LCM is same, so the LCM will be 841. Since the denominators are same, the LCM will be 841. Just by adding the numerator values, that is 441 plus 400, that is 441 by 400 is 841 by 841 is nothing but 1. Now let us find the second one, that is cos square theta minus sin square theta. The second condition is cos square theta minus sin square theta. Second condition, cos square theta minus sin square theta. Cos square theta, just we know that adjacent by hypotenuse square minus sin theta, that is opposite by hypotenuse square. So adjacent is 21 by 29 square minus opposite is 20 by 29 square. So 21 is nothing but 441 by 841 minus 400 by 841. Since the bases are equal, the LCM will be 841. So 441 minus 400. So 441 minus 400 is nothing but 41 by 841. So this is the value of cos square theta minus sin square theta. Before we got that sin square theta sin square theta plus cos square theta as 1, and now cos square theta minus sin square theta is 41 by 841. So these are the problems what we have known today. The homeworks will be sent through WhatsApp. Answer them and send the answers through WhatsApp. Thank you one and all.